Welcome to the Golf Spotlight. I'm Ralph Irvin here in our golf shop studio, and today we are going to evaluate our game. How? By score? No. We are going to the range and we're going to evaluate the numbers, distance, control, spin, all that information, and the only way to get it, of course, is from a launch monitor. But before we talk about that, we ask you be sure to subscribe right there and turn on your notifications. We don't want you to miss any of our exclusive features. Back to the launch monitor, though, as we look at the latest releases from the folks at Ernest Sports. And here to tell us all about them is Travis Handcuff. He joins us once again. Travis, it's great to talk with you.
Ralph, it's always great to connect with you. I love your program. I'm honored to be on it, and it's a pleasure to be here with you and your viewers.
Thank you very much for those kind words. Ernest Sports has lots new for 2020, but our viewers are most excited about the B1 launch monitor that gives you important information and crucial data right there on the range.
Yeah, as we started this business, we were kind of in line to get the most accurate technology in the hands of the most people who could afford it. So in staying true to our accurate technology, accurate data at an affordable price, the B1 has replaced what was previously the ES14. Not only did it replace it, but it enhanced some of the attributes to it. So the B1 actually sits behind you now. Previously, we would have to go to the right or left-handed side to hit off of that. It sits behind you about 4 to 6 feet. It has a rechargeable lithium battery. So that charge can run up to about 5, 6, 7 hours of continuous use. But more importantly, Ralph, I think what's cool is the app. It does give you ball speed, club, smash, spin rate, launch angle, and distance. And then through a voice command, you can actually tell it what the shot trace of that ball flight was. So later on, when you review your swing, you can see the data and then the general trend of that ball flight in the air as it goes downrange. So super excited about that. I think we've got something really, really cool coming down the pipe.
And not only does this information come over your phone, but you can actually see the information right there on the device, right?
Another excellent point. We've moved the data, which used to be on the top of the ES14. Now that it's behind you, it sits on the front panel. And quite frankly, it's the only product out there that doesn't require a phone connection that shows the data on the front display. So you're right. It is simple. You can pull it out. If you want to see how far you're going to hit your next shot, just drop it on the ground. It'll tell you instantly. You can turn it off. There's no hookup, no wires or any connectivity issues.
But as I said at the beginning, it's not just about the B1 for 2020. You also have the ES Tour indoor launch monitor that really does a great job as a launch monitor, but also works as a golf simulator.
Tour Plus remains an amazing product for us. With the Tour Plus, if you can accept that it is microphone activated, so in other words, it's hearing for the contact of the ball with the shot. If you can accept that it's going to give you full data only indoors, as well as it requires that you put a logo facing the unit when you set the ball down. When I say a logo, Titleist, Strixon, TaylorMade, any type of straight line logo. If you can accept those 3 parameters, you have probably the best bang for buck accurate product on the market, hands down. So we are selling them extraordinarily fast, with some of our competition being subjected to supply chain constraints from overseas, and that we're the only American-made launch monitor company. It's been an awesome, awesome run for us during these unusual times.
Well, you mentioned the unusual times here in 2020. This time of year, people are always thinking about launch monitors and taking their game inside. The ES Tour is that indoor model, but especially here in 2020, more people looking to stay inside, and this would allow them to bring more golf into their lives.
Yeah, we see a general trend, because clearly always this time of year. It's certainly started earlier with different parts of the country going to quarantine, but with the Tour Plus, simulation can be done as easy as hitting into a net and then watching your data on an iPad. Or we also have what we call the Turnkey simulation package. Impact screen, laser projector, short throw Optima projector, an Alienware gaming computer. We preload the software on there, provide a hitting mat and the technology, package all of that together. And so you can have up to a 10 by 12 enclosure for your own personal use or commercial use. And our prices on that have remained probably 30% lower than the standard average. For an example, a turnkey simulation package is what we call it. It's going to come priced around in the mid-teens. So also couple that with the fact that we can deliver within 2 to 3 weeks of the entire package. Things are good at Ernest Sports.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Patriot 1, which is built more for courses and driving ranges. This actually can be set up and give the crucial data to all players. So the course just puts it there, it goes, everybody can use it.
Yeah, excellent point. So you probably are familiar with some of our past products, the ES15, which was our first kind of breakout for commercial use Doppler radar range technology. And these were essentially bay dividers that you would hit balls next to. With the Patriot, it's moved as well back 4 to 6 feet. And the cool thing about this is I was just on the phone with a really large driving range who's a great customer of ours. Their ES15 had some issues. The battery, after 3 years, has come out of its little socket. There is no battery issue with the ES Patriot. It is a solar-powered unit. It has a solar power cell on the top of it, and it keeps the power running through it. It'll charge for days. And not only when it's not in use, we have a cover that we put over it. It's kind of a little pedestal, a technology pedestal, and it will charge while it's not in use. It weighs about 18 pounds. Has the little code that you can scan to download your app on it right there. But again, much like the B1, the Patriot is going to allow somebody to walk up if they want to have the full experience and watch the direction that their ball goes, the ball flight. It's voice activated. It tells it where to put the ball tracer on the actual video of the swing that shows the data. It's multifaceted. And as you've recently brought up, or which I appreciate you bringing up, if you just want to walk up to it without a phone and grab your data right there as well, it does the same thing. So the Patriot One is our answer to getting people at the driving range to stay longer. Certainly with this COVID thing, the driving range has gone through the roof, as you fairly know, but this is a way to keep them longer, engage them, and get them more interested in developing and honing their skills of golf.
And as you said, everything is American made. That's got to be easier in 2020, getting your products to your customers all across the country. Now, if people want more information about everything from Ernest Sports, where do they go?
Ralph, they just contact us at ernestsports.com. They can contact our phone number, which is 855-354-GOLF. Certainly feel free to email me, thandcuff@ernestsports.com. We really appreciate your program. It's always an honor to be on here with you. And so we want to make sure that we take care of the customers who come to us to be your spotlight on golf, and make them feel as important as we all are.
All right, Travis, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Ralph, it's always a pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
I want to thank Travis Handcuff for joining us here on the Golf Spotlight. And once again, we ask you to please click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. We don't want you to miss any of our exclusive features. Follow us on Twitter at Golf Spotlight, on Instagram at The Golf Spotlight, and follow the Range Podcast as we take deep dives with some of the great creators in the golf equipment industry. But thank you for joining us here as we continue to give you the information that you need for your next golf purchase.